Welcome to the I'm Possible podcast, episode 7 with me, Anna Esen. I was sharing in the last episode the topic around celebration and how important it is in my personal experience to celebrate ourselves, but also to be witness in our celebration, but also how important it is to not stopping this commitment when we start seeing more and more momentum in our life, no matter which area of our life we are creating. And then I told you that I will share you also and another topic or another things that I started doing, and I started seeing a momentum creation. And it wasn't a conscious decision, but unconsciously, I stopped doing the most important thing that actually brought me to create this momentum. And what I want to talk about is it's about a tool that I discovered. It's called the mental bank. And I get introduced to this tool by a friend of mine. And it's a very simple 5 minutes exercise that I was doing in 2024 every night before I go to bed. So I had a notebook and I had on the first page like a contract where in the contract you put your yearly current income and you put as a goal the double income yearly that you are willing to create in your life, right? And it's not like to say, hey, if I put that, but I want more. It's the moment you achieve actually the double, you can double it again, and then you can double it again. So it's never ending process, right? And then you describe different activities throughout the day where you pay yourself a hourly rate or a flat rate, okay? And these activities, because we tend to, especially when you're in business, most probably you tend to see the activity or value creation that you have done for your business. But what about activities like sitting in stillness, where suddenly the most creative ideas are flowing through, or meeting with a friend and having an heart-to-heart connection, right? I love also to say that what I create in business is not a B2B or B2C. I'm not connecting businesses to clients and businesses to businesses. I'm doing an H2H. It's the human to human connection, what for me is equal to a heart to heart connection. That is how I see myself in the way how I'm a conscious connector, right? Just a small excurse. so, um, so that means depending on which area of your life, what is valuable activities, you define this list of value activities. By the way, I'm gonna record a whole small course around this mental bank because it's such a profound tool. So I was doing it every day in a beautiful notebook. And I was writing every day my value activities. I was writing every day the yearly income I'm currently focusing on. I'm calculating the total amount, calculating the real income that came on this day, and then writing my mental bank account balance. Right? It's like you're having a bank account, but it's a mental bank. And then you're writing your happenings, the positive happenings. Okay, so here is really to focus on the positive happenings, and then maximum of 3 affirmation. And you're signing in with your signature, right? And I started doing this, and I was doing it every night, and suddenly opportunities start coming in my life, and to a level where I had an exceptional opportunity to connect to business founder and work on a deal. And it wasn't difficult to set up this deal. Of course, there was few negotiation, communication back and forwards, and the one side was traveling across timelines. So, and then setting up the agreement, exchanging the documents and whatsoever. So, typical things that you need for a business deal to be completed. And of course, then from my side, the agreement with both parties regarding my commission, because one of the area that I'm working is it's a high level conscious connector. So back there was just connector, just a high level connector. And by the way, this deal was the reason why I shifted from a high level connector to a high level conscious connector. But I'll talk about that in another episode. So we were creating all these things, and it was just in a matter of a week that the first value exchange between the one party and the other will be happening. And it was just in a matter of a 1 week for me, then in few days, to get my first commission that was five figure monthly, um, going more into the upper level of the five figure. And that was just the initial commission. And when the first few value exchanges was going good, and the quality of the delivered service was the expected one, my commission and of course the value of the contract could grow even. And I was even preparing a next deal where the commission I was working on would have been a seven figure a month, just my part as a connector. And I unconsciously, not consciously, when I entered in the negotiation with this deal, I kind of unconsciously stopped doing the mental bank. I stopped taking my 5 minutes every evening to calculate, because it felt like, hey, I have achieved, actually, I'm about to overachieve the goal. So it's not that my brain says, you know what, from now on we won't do this, so we're gonna stop, but it just happened. And short story, long story short, the other way around, like I said, it was just a matter of a week and few days. But suddenly things started going weird. Things started like going in to delaying, and something was missing here, and then some document was not delivered here, and so on and so forth. So, and they was starting to have a not very nice communication between both parties. And at the end, the deal didn't happen. At the end, I actually needed to pull myself out of the contract with the help of my lawyer. God bless, I have a really good connection that provided me with the right support. And it, as everything this happened, it's not that I look backward and I was thinking, oh, it was because I stopped the mental bank or because this of that. I was first reflecting on my energy field, and I was thinking, okay, what happened, right? Because it wasn't supposed to happen anything wrong in this direction, at least the way how everything started, right? But it did. So that was one of the reason why I took few it took a longer time to also recalibrate or redefine the people I am working with, and their energy and their, how to say it, intention, right? And to really check with my internal system whether it's aligned with my heart mission or not. But the second topic is, as I recently started doing the mental bank again, and this time I set up even an easier way to do it for myself. So I'm using an online tool that makes it easier to do it for me than writing with the hand every day. Um, I realized, oh my God, I stopped it back there. And I cannot say the reason why the deal didn't happen was me stopping using this, but me stopping working on my daily activity, value activity, appreciating and putting in the money was maybe also one of the reason why not other opportunities open after this situation happened. So what I want to give you with this episode, the outcome or the idea to think about that, w- I see that people start doing prayer, meditation, gratitude exercise, whatsoever, in moments where they feel low. And probably you can reflect on your life and see how was it for you. And the moment when the things start creating momentum and be more joyful and be more like, you get sucked in the flow in the flow of the work of the I don't know, your relationship or your health or whatever, so your health get improving and so on. We suddenly stop doing the activity that actually brought this momentum, and are the activities that we were doing to create the momentum are the one that will keep us in expanding this momentum, in increasing it, in speeding it up, in accelerating it. So please examine what activities you have been using that brought a momentum in different areas of your life, and where you maybe not consciously, 100% you didn't do it consciously, but unconsciously stop doing it when the momentum was created, because those activities will keep this momentum going on. I wish you an amazing week ahead. I love you. I see you. With joy, Anna.